Hi everyone. My name is Pi-Chuan. I'm a mentor for Isha this summer, and Isha is a rising ninth grader from Skyline High School in Washington. I've really enjoyed working with Isha this summer. Even though the summer session was not very long, she has done two tracks of project. One is learning Python on Code Academy, and the other one is actually using Python to control a hardware called microbit to program games that can let us interact with physical objects. Isha is a really fast learner, and I'm really impressed with how much she's able to learn over the summer. And I think the foundations that we build over the summer, she can use to build more interesting projects in the future. Now I hand it over to Isha for her presentation.
Thank you. Hi, my name is Isha, and I'm going to ninth grade at Skyline High School. Next slide, please. My mentor's name is Pi-Chuan Chang, and she works in Google Research in the genomics team. She's lived in the US since 2004 and moved here from Taiwan. She enjoys fitness, strength training, cardio, and walking her dog. Next slide, please. I've completed two projects during the summer. One is physical and one is digital. I'll start by sharing a video of the physical project. In this video, I am playing the game by lifting the box to get the ball to travel through the maze and reach the other side. On the right, I have an image of the code I used for this project. The code in the red box is how the microbit adds points and beeps when it senses the circuit's connection. The blue box tells the microbit to play music and display an image of a heart when the player reaches 10 points. And the green box is how the timer is created. Next slide, please. The maze game can be a single-player or multiplayer game. Two pieces of tinfoil are located at the end of the box, as you can see in the picture on the side. These pieces are connected to a microbit, which is basically a mini computer, by wires. However, the two tinfoils do not touch. When the metal ball comes in contact with both strips, it completes a circuit, sending a signal to the microbit. The signal tells it to add a point and play a sound. If the player reaches 10 points before the 3-minute timer ends, the microbit plays a happy song, which in this case is Wedding March because it's the only one I could find. If the player does not reach 10 points, then the microbit plays a sad song. Next slide, please. The second project is digital. I used Python to code a simple list on Replit. Before beginning this project, I worked in Code Academy to learn Python and work on other projects. I created this list because I wanted to create a way for people to store information about items, check inventory for a store, create grocery lists or to-do lists, and etc. The list includes multiple commands such as add, remove, sort, length, and clear. The site will prompt the user to type a command. In the image, the first list includes 5 items: birthday, candy, apple, orange, and happy. After typing add and can, the list includes 6 items: birthday, candy, apple, orange, happy, and can. The second example I have is for the command remove. After typing remove and then candy, the candy is removed from the list. Next slide, please. Next slide, please.
I have no idea why it's not proceeding. Let me try one more time. I'm hitting the page.
Thank you. I have a couple of images of the code and the different commands on the page. The code that I wrote for this project is simple since it's a simple list. Each command is written inside of an if statement, except for remove, which is in an if-else statement. This is there because the computer needs to check if the item is in the list. If it isn't in the list, then the computer can't remove it and prints item not found in list. After the user types a command, the computer runs through the code to find that command. If found, it will run that section. If it is not found, unknown command try again please will be printed. Next slide, please. Thank you. For future work, I would like to add or expand my list by adding more features. I'm also interested in expanding my knowledge of Python and using it to create more websites and apps. On the right, I added an example of an app that I would want to build. It would help people store information about the location of items in their house, and it is meant to make the user find items quicker and be better organized. Next slide, please. I enjoyed learning to code in Python and getting to work and learn from a great mentor. I've learned many things. One of them is that coding is a lot of trial and error and attempting everything until you find that piece that gives you the result you want. Next slide, please. Thank you for listening. Are there any questions?
Awesome work, Isha. I will definitely be using that finding feature in your list once you implement it, because I lose a lot of things very often and I don't know where they are. Yeah, so we'll take one question from the audience.
I do have a question if nobody else has. I'm not able to see if anyone has a hand raised. But Isha, hardware, software, you did both. Which one did you prefer? Or any differences that you liked or anything to that effect? If you can comment on that.
Hi, sorry, something happened and I couldn't hear what you said. Could you?
I said you did both. My question was, you did both hardware and software as part of your project.
Yes.
Which one, was your more favorite? What did you like more about each? If you can just speak to that.
I think I enjoyed the hardware one more because I was able to interact with it physically, but both were fun to create and I enjoyed making both of them.
Great, congrats.
Thank you.